and they combine and they suggest the government to be a driving force for all changes. Let's say one, just anticipatory government, prevention rather than cure. You know, there was a food last 3-4 years in Europe, and when we were debating society, not climate was guilty for all these phenomena. In fact, the government was guilty because there is no policy option. Even we have in the book a very interesting paper from Mr. Busek about crisis management. What does it mean that government should introduce all these new research into their policy to be preventive, to think 10 years ago in order to not to allow to have such a phenomenon which destroyed the welfare of specific social groups. In fact, good governance means combination of all these new roles, which is not easy task for policymakers, but it is a driving force for society changes and also to include new opportunities for all social stakeholders to be part of modern government. Here I just present the principles of good governance as a policy. In fact, the policy of the country should be based on these principles. You can see, and probably most of you know about them, and we also spoke these days in our presentation here. But principles are guiding rules. And we can also treat them as a benchmark to be used nevertheless of countries we face. So it is experience of United Kingdom, but we can compare with other countries. Would we implement or not?
For example, United Kingdom, Italy, Bulgaria, Romania, such different countries.
Yeah, because it's a global approach to increase the efficiency and to reach better satisfaction of citizen needs.
And Mandy, sorry, as you are here also Monday, whenever we will have the presentation, if you want we discuss on these issues, we postpone the discussion, so instead of giving live now, because the time is running.
Okay.
So go to the point more substantial, because we have to give the floor to the last lecture.
Here we have just main policy aspects. What shall government do in terms to reach or to follow good governance principles? From concept to practice, we always dealing what are key factors for success. And it's interesting that we shall point that political decisiveness is crucial. Also, we need professional administration, we need dialogue, consultation, public consultations, and in fact we need changing role of all public stakeholders. Otherwise, good governance will be just paper or just a good recommendation. In global world, there is no, all these concepts, there is no boundaries for it, because it is a policy aimed to reach sustainable growth, to increase the income and welfare of all citizens and their satisfaction of committed and responsible government. And when we speak in global context, I should say that it is principles, it is policy adjustment, because every country should adjust all these principles according to their local context. For example, China introduced the same concept, but in their local context they called good governance the role of their government and to create a harmonious society. That means to solve all problems they face today or tomorrow, because it's a large country with large problems. So, yes. And finally,
thank you.
Just a minute.
No, but we are very late.
Yeah.
Not for your fault.
Yeah, just that's evolution of concept and policy. and we see just for
We
40
see
years.
the title are telling
Yes,
very
how
much.
we change the understanding of public management for a very short time, how we increase our understanding, how we have to manage our societies. And some conclusions, of course, good governance, and I just like the last point, the role of meetings like this one. In fact, I just like to modify your word tomorrow. Competition today means tomorrow cooperation.
Sure.
And I would say learning today for you is implementing tomorrow the principle of good governance, because after 3, 5, 10 years, you'll be in government or business or non-government institution, but the good governance connects all these stakeholders in one. They have to
Yes.
have good understanding how to manage jointly to cope with the problems of society.
Thank you, John.